Hello everyone, it is Karen Jean and welcome back to the channel, and we're about to do round 2 of the scrap bucket, which has only gotten worse, not better. I've been working on a project and I've been trying to record it for you, but it's going over many days. Anyway, so I hope you're all well. And yeah, I just need to, the scrap bucket, it's getting worse. It's getting worse, let me tell you. I am, oh, I have a chill. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, excuse me. How horrible of me. All right, this is, I saw this on somebody's channel. I don't know who, just appeared in my feed. How this is what one of the creators does with old book page. She just glues a few pages together to have them as bases for, you know, it gets rid of book page, and to have them as bases for journaling cards and stuff. So that's what I did here. I glued, and then I have, you know, because I have the newsprint, I glued the newsprint onto the back of them, or glued them onto the newsprint, or however we want to do it, so that we can have that as the back of the journaling cards as a writing space. So I did this a while ago, but these are in the scrap bucket. Now these can also be used. They are pretty, I'm actually quite surprised at how sturdy they are. So this is what we're going to do, simply because it's the first thing that my hand grabbed. Now, and again, this is from an old book, Misunderstood Betsy, or Understood Betsy, or something. This is from the book guts to those blue journals that I made the, oh, excuse me, the Four Seasons series out of. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to cut them down. And I don't know how big these are, 5 inches. Well, what I'm going to do is, I don't know what I'm going to do. There. I'm going to pull over the garbage can is what I'm going to do, for goodness sakes. And so there. And what I did to get the first one is this outside edge here, I just lined it up with the text, like so, just to try to get the same all around. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to cut all these down. Now, that looks crooked. It sure shooting does. It sure is shooting does. Let's take a look, see. There. And then let's do this again. Now this also might be a little bit too wide. We might want to cut some of them down further. Cut them down further, like so. This is definitely there. That looks better. That looks better. Okay, and of course my hope is that these are all going to stay glued together. I'm not sure they will, you know, truth be told. I'm not sure they will stay glued together, but because I used glue stick on them, and I realized that down here might be a bit off frame for you. I apologize. Do we want to keep it 6, 7? I think I'm going to cut it right there. And these will obviously be different size, journaling cards, which is perfectly fine. And I'm really just going to take them straight to the text. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing well. Now, also, this isn't as thick. I didn't use as many pages here. This is a bit, what am I thinking of? This is a bit out of my style realm, right? Old book page and stuff is not something that, although I should probably stop saying that. I lean towards more of the bright colors. Let's just put it that way. I lean more towards bright colors when it comes to journal making, to my journals. Now, also, I was watching an old, well, actually, I don't know if it was an old video. A video of Terry, the crafter, the guy over in England, also popped up in my YouTube feed, and I was watching that, and he was just showing what he does with book pages. He will take a piece of, well, British, our normal size paper. Here in the United States, it's 8.5 by 11. Over in Europe, it is, I think, 8 by 11 3/4 or something like that. It's a little bit longer and a little bit more narrow. So, and so he just takes, like a cream color or an off-white color or something, cardstock, and then he will just, he'll just lay out different types of book page on that, and then cut that down to different sizes to make journaling cards out of, which is, something else. Another way you can use book page. Now this is because you're layering up many pages of book page, and so you don't have to use cardstock for this, because you're making your own, so to speak. You're making it as heavy or not as you like, just depending upon how many pages you glue together. Right. Whoops. Hold on. That one went on the floor. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, gracious goodness. Yes. So, oops. And the project I was working on, I'll insert a picture here now. Ta-da! Of, I was working on the Shabby Dabby Doodah, the document envelopes that have been over here in my bin, along with the Bohemian crafting things as well. Okay, so how are we doing? Okay, that's fine. So they're mostly decorated. I still have some more decorating to do on them, but so it's just been a bit of a mess. Okay, so these are more or less all the same size, except for this one, because they're more or less all from the same book. Hold on. All right. More or less, not quite, but more or less this one is a little bit thin. And so they more or less measure, these are good size journaling cards, anywhere between, for heaven's sakes, around 3.5 inches and from like 5 to 6 inches or so. This one I'm going to put aside because it is, oh, see, this one is also, we need to glue this. Well, let's fix this one first. We're going to fix this with we're going to fix this with wet glue. And then we're going to set it aside. It might need another layer or so to make it a little bit stronger. Also, now, these are pretty heavy. See, these are pretty heavy. So these I would be using as journaling cards. But if you don't make them as heavy, like maybe something like this, well, even so, you could still cut it down and turn it into a pocket. It could become a pocket too, I guess, is what I'm saying. You can use it as a pocket as well. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making some journaling cards with these and the scraps. Yes, indeed. And I guess we're going to plow through some of all these Tim Holtz things I have as well. Well, this is what's sitting up here on my desk at the moment. Music, paper. Music paper. Okay. What do we have here? Here we have a piece of a large piece of wallpaper. And it might be a bit too large. Here's another piece of wallpaper. We can use a bit of it. Perhaps a bit of it. I don't know. We have a piece of this here book page. Oh, heavens. Here's wallpaper. Okay. As you can see, I just started pulling out paperweight things. Well, these are cardstock. These right here are cardstock. But all these things, well, there's bits of, let me put that away. Wallpaper. The wallpaper might be too heavy, but these are, we have some paperweight things here. Let's see what we have. All right, this one I was going to set aside. Let me set this one aside. Okay, and what we also have over here are things, book page again, but I was just playing around with acrylic paints and watercolors and acrylic paints, watercolors, and inks. Dye inks. So that's what I was playing with here. Now this here, we have the blue. See, there's a bit of blue there. I like the bit of blue. So I'm going to, whoops, hello. Not pay attention is what I'm going to do. All right, so we have a bit of blue. We have this here, flowers, blue flowers. Well, blue background with those flowers on it. Now we have these here bits, which are mainly just page numbers, right? I like the fonts of the pages. So take those out. I should probably get out my stamps, but yeah, no. I'm just too lazy to get back up, quite honestly. Quite honestly, that's the thing. I am a little bit too lazy to get up. I'm going to see what I can do about fussy cutting out this here butterfly. Did I already ask how everybody was doing? I'm doing well. It is Saturday, I think Thanksgiving is this coming week here in the U.S. Yeah. I think this is, we're coming into Thanksgiving week. It's Saturday, quiet day, a little bit chilly and raw outside. It was a bit rainy and stuff this morning. But we have, tomorrow's football Sunday, so there's that. And the Monday night football game, my friends, even if you're not fans of football, they're calling it, the Kelsey brothers are calling it the family reunion. It's the Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. And I'm thinking maybe we'll do this. So it's like a rematch of the Super Bowl. Yes, it is. So looking forward to that. Go Birds. Go Birds. Yeah. So that'll be fun. Monday Night Football. And yeah, everything else is pretty much status quo. I hope you're all doing well and things are, if not status quo, then at least they're better than what they were. That that life is constantly moving forward for you, whether it be whatever is happening in your life, right? And we're constantly going one step forward. Although sometimes, I'm back here in the scrap bucket, I apologize. Sometimes we need to go 2 steps back in order to go 1 step forward because we need to change direction. And the only way we can change direction is by backing up. This is Stampin' Up! Paper, so it's thinner. But I like the colors. It looks like watercolor to me. I like it. And what else am I reaching for in here? I don't know. There's just so much in here. And of course, the moment I say I'm going to throw something away is when I'm going to start looking for it. Is when I'm going to say, hey, didn't I have, hey, isn't that, hey. Remember I was going for the blue, but now that I have that there, I do not think, I'll use that because I don't think that my colors were, in book page on top of book page. I'm not quite sure I want to do book page on top of book page, truth be told. So what we can do here is we can actually, why don't we use some die cuts? Oh, and I didn't even, we're already into it 20 minutes. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Alexa, 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Trying not to... These are my dies that I keep right here on the desk because these seem to be the ones that I go to the most. So my nesting circles, that's Hero Arts. And then here are my clouds, my birds, my North Stars, my trees, my globe, and then these here. And I'm thinking, for some reason I'm thinking this. Let's take a look-see. I'm thinking this, but then also, let's bring you back here, please. Can we bring you back? We have our bird. This blue is a little bit too bright. I'm also going to do, and I don't know why I'm doing this. I just feel like doing this. Using these. So this is what I am pulling out right now. And let's see what happens. Let's see if I can fit them both on here with, I might have to cut this one down. I can fit them both on. I just need to cut it down a little bit. There. Okay, fit that one there. And we got this one here. And I want it, I think I want it there. Get a piece of the mint tape. And don't ask me why don't ask me why. There is no rhyme or reason as to why, instead of me just cutting a strip, why I'm deciding to cut a banner like that. I don't know. Just because. And it is a stitched die. So, whoops. What happened here? Bear with me just a second. And this one. Okay. I do try to clean up as I go, simply because I have very limited space here. Okay, so now we can it's there. It's faint, but it's there. We could do that. We could do that. That's like a color swatch. I like it. We could also do it directly onto the card if we want, you know. Who says we can't? This is not center. That's why it's looking a little wonky to me. But we could do this one here. Okay. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm just going for it. Now, it certainly is fun to be doing this kind of decorating, trying to get it as close to the edge there. But again, my journals can be a little bit more theme specific, so we shall see. But it's fun. At least I'm getting through some of these here scraps, right? Right. Because when I challenge myself and say no more scraps, well, obviously, I kind of let that slide considering the state of the scrap bucket itself. So there's that. So there's that. And tiny field notes. Field notes. I have regular field notes. Bear with me. I need tiny field notes. Tiny field notes. Also, I should probably, I'm thinking, nope, that's okay. I'm going to have to figure out something for this. There's that piece of map that came from England. Things are getting kind of blendy. That's the problem. Here we go. So we could put that there. I don't want things disappearing into the background. We could put that there. Some of these, is this tiny? Oh, tiny field notes. I was about to say, some of these are really tiny. We could do that. Let's do that. And that way it takes care of the issue of and do we want to put anything else here? Ooh, what's this? I like the color. Okay. I like the color of the orange. And nope. And I think that's going to be it for this one. Now, do we want to round corners? I know Rachel, she does her little snip, snip. I always round corners. I prefer rounded corners. Oh, you know, to each his own. Okay, I prefer rounded corners, so we're going to round it, and we're going to round it. We're also going to ink edges. And the one thing that I do not have here is for the tabs. Now here I might just go like that, and then I'm going to take this and put it like there. But I don't have anything to tab it with. Okay, and we're going to use Vintage Photo. There we go. We could have used Salvage Patina. Might have brought out some more of those greens on that. That would have been fun. Okay. And we will decide later if we still need to do something else with that one. Now this one, Betsy has a birthday. Okay, Betsy and her birthday. Betsy has a birthday. We can trim this down some. It's not a straight cut. Let's see what we got. We can straighten that out. And this is the point where I'm not saving the scraps of the scraps, okay? We're not doing that. Well, no, we're not doing that. But what we will do is, bear with me, we're going to cut that down there. Hopefully that's straight. Not quite. There. Straight. Is this coming? I'm going to check to make sure it's not peeling up. Okay. Betsy has a birthday. We could ignore that, or we could play into that. And obviously I'm playing into that, considering this little piece of cardstock here that I have taken. Now we're going to pull out tumbled glass, and I'm actually pulling out this because I don't know if tumbled glass, I don't know how much is on here. So there. Okay. And for this one, what we're going to do is we are going to also, because we're going to use this little piece that I cut off at the bottom there to make the tab up there on the card. And to do that, I also need to, because I'm in a phase of using my little eyelets, so I need to go get those. Okay, I'm in an eyelet phase. We're going to fold this in half and pray that it is big enough. It might not be. Betsy has a birthday. We're going to glue it down. Actually, I think this piece is a little bit too small, but that's okay. We're going to put it there. Okay, and get out our little eyelet setter. This one. Not quite center, but that's okay. And shall we use green? We have all these purples. Why don't we use a purple? The green is shiny. The greens I'm looking at. The purples are muted, but that's fine. Let's use a purple. And there. That is set. Okay, now Betsy has a birthday. And you know what that means. Balloons! Birthdays mean balloons. Balloons, balloons, balloons. I know we have balloons. Here we go, balloons. We have that one. That's fun. We have that one, which is kind of clashing with that over there. My dots are clashing. What's on the reverse side of these? Oh, we have that pretty blue. We could do that. We could do that. We could do these. Let's take a look, see. We could do those for Betsy's birthday, her birthday balloons. And that, or do we want to put in this one instead of what I ask you? There, instead of that one. There. Okay, let's do those. And we will, should we ink them with black around the edge? And another thing that we can do with them is what was I thinking? I was thinking glossy accents or something like that. Or actually what I was thinking is also clear embossing powder, which will gives more or less the same type of thing that glossy accents would give. I am looking for, here we go. Betsy has a birthday. And we can put, out of ribbon, we could put a bow there if we so desire. Okay, Betsy has a birthday again, but we're not going to birthday this Betsy. Actually, let me go down to this one. I'm looking at this and this. And I'm looking at, what do I have over here? More wallpaper, music paper. Me and my maps. You know me and my maps. Map page. What am I looking for? I have no idea what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for, I think. I think I'm looking for these two things. Let's say that's what I'm looking for anyway. Let's just say that that's what I'm looking for. This here has a little bit more color to it. We can, let's see what we have here, if we can do this. We can decide that oops. Okay. We have that. We have some of this. Which does not tear. Not nicely anyway. Let's do this. At least not by hand. Yeah, see, even this, it doesn't tear nicely because of how it's woven. Okay. And what else do we have? We have all kinds of stuff, my friends. All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Alexa, off. Well, I'm going to have editing to do because Alexa was just telling me that we've been at it for 40 minutes. So let's see if I can. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Don't know if I can do it this way. There it is. Come on. I started it. I got it started. I just can't. There. Ay, 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 ay. There. Thank you very much. And this is too neat. This is too neat. Also, it's too big. Come on, get out of my way. Do we want that one or no, I want the yellow one. And even going to ink around the edges here just a touch. Just a touch. And you know what? Let's go for the bane of my existence, right? glue stick. I started watching again a movie from, I don't remember when the movie, Ryan Reynolds and Helen Mirren. It's about, the movie's called The Woman in Gold, based upon a true story, I'm sure, about the Klimt painting of the Woman in Gold and how it was Helen Mirren plays the woman whose family it was stolen from during the Holocaust. Anyway, I started watching it again because Helen Mirren and Ryan Reynolds are two fabulous actors that I absolutely adore watching. And you know what else I'm thinking now? I'm thinking I need a little... I know I said book page on book page, but what happened to that old music? Old music. Old music. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Is this it? It's not the one I was thinking about, but it'll work. And I'm actually going to tear it. I mean, it was torn with the ruler, but I'm now going to tear it with my fingers to make it look even worse. Right? To make it look even worse. And one of my new inks that I have, which you're not going to see on this paper, is old paper, which is pretty much this creamy color ink. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it or not, but it's one of my new ones. Because vintage photo is not... I mean, I like it. It's very sepia. It's not one of my favorites. If I want a brown, I'll usually go for dark espresso, which is a dark brown. But the old paper is really, especially when I'm using not old paper, but like white paper, is the color that I'm more going for, I think, than the vintage photo, the sepia tones of the vintage photo. So that's what I'm saying. Edinburgh Town. Okay. And I'm not so sure I want anything else on this. We have our 3. What we can do is, I have real stamps, canceled stamps, but they're not old. They're very bright looking. So, oh, here's a number right here. 97. No, that says 39. 98 or 97? 97. Oh, excuse me. Put it up there. 97. Different color paper. Excuse me. Paper dust. Paper dust is what it is. And now I think I'll use this one. We'll do 1/4 of an inch. Huh? 1/4 of an inch. Right there. Right there. perhaps even, ouch. Do we want this one? Or do we want this one? We'll use this one. This one is, let me find it. There it is, right there. Right there. Oh, it's a bit big. Okay, well, we've done 3 journaling cards. 3 journaling cards. It's taken us about an hour to do. What do we have going on here? I don't know. Loose paper or something. Not smooth paper, rough paper. So it's taken us, on average, 20 minutes per journaling card. That sounds like an awful lot, doesn't it? Anyway, so this is what I'm going to be doing today as I go through the scraps. I'm going to be finishing up making journaling cards. So I hope this gives you an idea of another way in which you can use your scraps. This is Karen Jean. Thank you so much for joining me in the studio today. Do not be limited by anything, especially not your own imagination. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Go birds.